I don't know why all you goofy camps afraid of me. You goofy Hebrew camps. You Sadducees and you Pharisees. I don't know why you afraid of me and why you want to stop my mouth from speaking. Every time I come on your live, y'all block me and block my comments and say that you think I'm delusional. I think you delusional. And I think that what happened on that brother's live today, I caused that. Right? Because God created the evil and the good. I sent that man. I sent that demon right into your camp. Right? Just like I send demons and devils into the devil's camps and into the heathens' camps. You niggas better stop playing with me. You niggas and bitches shouldn't play with me. I'm not the Joker. Right? Right? I'm not the Joker. Right? I'm not you. Right? I'm not you. I'm not playing. You playing. See how he slapped your microphone over? Damn near knocked your camera over? Damn near broke your shit? And went on a rampage with y'all and told y'all fuck y'all and fuck what y'all was talking about? Cause y'all talking that bullshit. You don't know what you talking about. And you misleading the people and leading the blind into a pit. And that day over. There's a divine order, brother. You brothers gonna recognize there's a divine order. And my Father is doing his mighty work in the land. Hey man, yeah, like I was saying before we got disconnected, you goofies better stop disrespecting me. That's not a safe thing to do. That's not a safe practice. Let me clean this. Yeah, what you should be trying to do is sit down and learn. Instead of trying to disrespect me. Because you don't know half of what you're talking about. And I commend you on half of what you're talking about. But half of what you're talking about, you don't know what you're talking about. Abraham, y'all say old, but Abraham was a 75-year-old young man when he left his father's house. He took with him his nephew and his wife Sarai. He went on just the word of the Lord and the faith that he had in his heart. Pardon the body, family members, but like I'm saying to you, yeah, you see that shit that happened, man, to your microphones. Abraham was 75 years old when he left his father's house. He left his father's house, pardon the mind slip, but we got disconnected for a minute. Abraham was 75 years old when he left his father's house. You understand? 75 years old when he left his father's house. He left on the word of God and on the faith that was in his heart. He had nothing but disappointment and humiliation and stagnation and retrograde in his father's house. His father was constantly setting him up and trying to have him killed and have him in prison. So Abraham left his father's home. He left with his wife, Sarai, and he left with his nephew, Lot, and went off into a foreign land on faith. He went with his men servants and maid servants and with all the souls that he had won and that he had gained. And he built a new nation, the nation of Yasharallah. Don't you be an old fool stuck and bonded to sin and wickedness because of family ties and because of family bonds. Some of y'all still in mourning for people that are dead and gone. The living can't live amongst the dead, and the dead can't live amongst the living. You have to let the dead bury the dead, and you have to continue living. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You have to let the dead bury the dead, and you have to continue living, or you gonna be dead. Some of you are gonna be homeless soon. You have to be a thinker, right? You have to really be a thinker, okay? And you have to foresee things happening to you before they happen to you, or you're gonna be entrapped and ensnared by the things that happen to you, right? Not Big Rago Ragu. Not Big Rago Ragu. Rago Ragu gonna make the things that happen to him how they supposed to happen to him. And the troubles that come to him gonna come to him. And he gonna stand on them troubles that come to him like God, like a man. He gonna stand up like a man, and he gonna gird his loins like a man, and he gonna be a man. Whether you like it, whether she like it, whether he don't like it or he don't like it or whoever don't like it. That's what Big Rago Ragu gonna do. You understand me? Ain't nothing but good vibes over here. Good vibes. Good vibes, nigga. I am the good vibes. You understand me? I'm the good vibes. I'm the good shepherd. I am the good shepherd that feedeth the flock. You understand me? The good shepherd gives his life for the flock because he loves the flock. Let's get to it. Right? We're going to call this one Go for the Dream. The one yesterday, I'm going to give y'all maybe, I don't know, I'm going to give y'all a book that's in my head. Right? I wrote a book over the last 300 days. 300 days. Hey, look, all you mighty men of God, you listen to me. Y'all want to be 144,000? You not living in the wilderness? You not one of the 144,000. Shut your ass up. Because according to prophecy, the end time prophecy of the 144,000, the 144,000 was driven into the wilderness for a period of 1,240 days. That's 1,240 days. All right? You understand me? So if you calling yourself a mighty man, are you in the wilderness? Are you doing the work in the wilderness? Still feeding the people mentally, physically, spiritually, clothing them, helping them with shelter, helping them be safe even though you not safe? Even though your life is in peril and your life is in danger, are you making sure still you talking this mighty man shit, son of man shit that y'all talking? The 144,000 shit y'all talking. Are you 144,000? Or are you 144,000 pure lies and bullshit? Talk to me. Get in the chat and talk back. Coward ass niggas. Y'all want to shut big rag-o mouth, huh? Y'all just like the devils and the heathens, you bitch ass Pharisees. I'm talking to all you Hebrew camps right now. All you Hebrew camps, don't make me name your names. You'll go down just like that. You lukewarm. I have issue with you. And in a moment, I'm going to spit you out my mouth and take the people from your presence. Because that's not the dream. You still holding on to Babylon like a bitch. Like a bitch in the link line. Right? Instead of creating your own nation. Instead of building from the floor up what was toe up. Right? Man, you better go for the dream. The dream of the Most High Power. You better go for the dream of the Most High God, Yasharallah. You hear me? The dream is what you want to actualize. It's what you want to become. Hopefully, it's something good. It's something pure. It's something righteous. It is not something wicked, evil, degenerate, sinful, distasteful, wicked. I already said it. You want to become this thing. You want to do these things. You want to have these things during this lifetime. Heaven on earth. You want your heaven on earth. You don't want to die to get your heaven. Like the devil told you, you had to die to go somewhere to get some heaven. You don't have to die to go nowhere to get some heaven. Say this prayer with me. And you got to believe it in all your heart and all your mind and all your soul. But you don't. That's why you don't have it. Hey, you looking at me and think, oh, he's so miserable, poor him. No, poor you. I'm in heaven. Right now. Our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name. Thy kingdom has come. Thy will has been done on this earth as it is in heaven. You gave us this day our daily bread. And you forgave us our multiple trespasses as we have forgiven others. And you have never led us into temptation, And you have always delivered us from the evil. As well. Because you, oh Lord, my Father, my Father, my Father, you are the heaven. You are the power. And you are the glory. You are the power, the kingdom, and the glory. Forevermore. Forevermore. In your holy name. Now, if you said that prayer with me, why are you not in heaven? Why are you bitching about your situation? Huh? Because you said, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. And let it be so as you spoke it. Man, I'm in heaven. What the fuck you telling me? I am in heaven. Yay. And it's a war in heaven. It's a war for heaven. You understand? But some of y'all are so bitch made. You're so comfortable. Right? Sitting in your house. Sitting in your heat. But you're sickly. And you're sickly as hell. Because you're holding on to material things. When you're supposed to be one with the earth. You're supposed to be one with all things. But you don't see yourself as one with all things because you're not a part of the dream. The dream of my Father who art in heaven. Hallowed be his name. His kingdom come. His will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Yea. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Wicked, nigger, bitch, devil, or heathen, bastard. Do you understand what I'm telling you? The dream of the Most High God, the dream which began in Genesis, the proper dream of all humanity living in a Garden of Eden can be a reality. The moment that you all choose, you chosen ones. I'm only talking to the chosen ones. Because you know how the dream ends for the degenerates, right? The degenerates get it in the end. If you follow the book from the onset of Genesis to the outset of Revelations, you'll understand me. I am the fulfillment of the word, and I come in the whole of the word, preaching the whole of the book, and teaching on the whole of the book. So the moment that you choose, you chosen ones choose for the dream to be true, it's gonna be true. And this dream, once you actualize that you are a chosen one and that you are an emissary of the Most High, my Father, this dream will change all the relationships around you. It will sever and cut ties. It will break and unbind. And it will create new bonds and new binds and new relationships with holy people. It will take you from family members, old family members and old friends. And it will set your feet in high places and give you friends and family and houses and riches of the earth. But don't place your heart and your treasure where men can steal it and rob you and kill you and deprive you of it. Your treasure has to be in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul. There no man can find it. Your home, which can be gone like that, as they showed you, they'll flow drones over your shit at any given time and burn your shit to a cinder. You have nothing. You have no thing at all. The only thing that you have is the Most High Power, my Father, your Father, who I bring to you. You don't need an intercessor to reach the Most High Father, to lobby as a Democrat, a Republican, or advocate for you. You gotta go for the dream. You must allow the dream of my Father from the onset of Genesis. Man and woman, Adam and Eve, one, happy, one man and one woman, one union becoming one, two becoming one, joining together, becoming many. And happiness and joy and love and fulfillment. See, I live by the 4 F's. That's faith, fitness, family, fitness, family, and finances. Faith, fitness, family, and finances. Faith, fitness, family, and finances. A man should live by faith, fitness, and finances. Faith, fitness, finances. I'm sorry. Faith, fitness, family, finances. Faith, fitness, family, finances. Faith, fitness, family, finances. Why? Because most men, most women, and most children, sadly, live for the 4 F's too. Those 4 F's are the higher minds, the higher cerebrum. That's the higher minds functioning. Also, you have a lower mind functioning that comes from the reptilian brain, from the medulla oblongata. And these 4 F's is this. Pay attention. Because most of y'all ain't about shit. You ain't about shit. I said you ain't about shit. Most of y'all live for this. To fight. No, let me put this first. To feed. To fight. To fornicate. And to flee. You live by them 4 F's. Fight, feed, flee, fornicate, day by day, every day, 365 days a year, 8 days a week. This is how you live. You fight, you feed, you flee, you fornicate. You fight, feed, flee, fornicate. Fight, feed, flee, fornicate. Fight, feed, flee, fornicate. Fight, feed. Y'all some fighters, some feeders, some fornicators. Y'all some fighters, some feeders, some fuckers. And some feeders. Fighters, feeders, fleers, and fuckers. Right? But you gotta be higher. You have to be a faithful one. You have to be a fit one. You have to be a family-oriented one. And you have to be a financially astute and stable one. That's what all men need to work towards. And I'm going to put them in order. Faith, fitness, family, finances, family. Because if your finances are not right, you can't take care of your family. You shouldn't even be looking at a woman if your finance is not right. It's okay to say, okay, yeah, I'm interested in you. Every woman that you meet, you have to vet them for a year. You can't just jump up and marry no woman. You have to vet this woman for a year. You have to go meet her mother. You must go meet her father. You got to go meet her mother and father. And his mother and father. And the uncles and brothers and siblings of all parties involved. To make sure that there's no mental issues. No crazy motherfuckers running around. No prostitutes. No whores. No pimps. No degenerates. And you got to watch the family order to see if it's a single mother mentality type of woman that you're dealing with. Because if you're dealing with a single mother type of woman who has that single mother mentality, you getting a divorce, nigga. Or as soon as she has that baby or conceives that child, she gone. Because she got what she wanted from you. She might sit around and play the game for financial provisions. Because men, God don't work with women. Satan works with the woman. She's an empty vessel. And unless she's an exceptional woman, let me say this. Unless she's an exceptional woman, Satan works with the woman and fills her empty vessel up all day long with all kind of strange ideas. Because she's duplicitous in the mind fractured. So she'll love you today and she'll not love you tomorrow. And if she has had more than one man enter her, you must understand you're dealing with that woman and you're dealing with that man who entered her. If she had 2 men enter her, sperm cells spilled into her, you're dealing with that woman and those 2 men. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. Do you understand me? It's called microchimerism. Like the word says, when a man enters into a woman, him and that woman becomes one. Microchimerism. So the only way to break that bond is by death. That's the only way that woman, those spirits, or that spirit of that man will get off of that woman's back. And then he'll be a phantom in her dreams. But while he lives, she will continue to love him and have emotional ties towards him and you and him and him and him and him and him and him and him, regardless of what the fuck she say to you, nigga. You damn goofy. Don't be a simp. Don't be a goofy. I'm not telling you not to love women that have children and that have made these mistakes. I'm telling you that there's no divorce in Yasharala unless the man or the woman has died, or unless it was because of adultery and fornication. So if a woman has divorced her husband to go and cheat and fornicate and then married that man, they both adulterers. As with the man. Do you understand? You must not allow this dream of Yasharallah, of the nation of Israel, of the chosen children of God to be taken from you. They gonna tell you delusional. They gonna tell you crazy for living outside, for living in the woods, living on your farm, living on the land, being a farmer, starting like the ancient ones started from the beginning. And if you take heed to that, then you lost. Then your focus, and you have no focus and no vision, then you easily swayed. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. You easily swayed and ran amok. This dream of the nation of Yasharallah will come alive. It will live. The moment that you start, the kingdom of heaven will live. In the twinkling of an eye. The moment that you start to celebrate that you a chosen one, that you a chosen elect, that you one of the 144,000 chosen ones, chosen men, one of the 144,000 chosen women, chosen by the Most High Power himself for this day and these times, these perilous times with rumors and rumors of wars and earthquakes and famines and pestilences and diseases in diverse places. In diverse places. In diverse places. Do you understand me? In diverse places. Pardon the interruption. Thought that was a customer, just a looky-who nosy motherfucker. Fight. Bottom feeders. Say it again. They bottom feeders. They want to fight. They want to feed. They want to flee. And they want to fornicate all goddamn day. It don't matter if it's your wife, Uncle S word. Right? I'm sick of you. I don't know why you keep showing up with your sick ass racist routine. Right? With your sick homosexual routine. But you keep popping up. Every time I go live, here you go. With your nonsense. With your nonsense. Your dream will come alive. The dream of the Garden of Eden, the dream of the kingdom of heaven will come in a twinkling of an eye. The moment you start to celebrate the dream, the moment you start to celebrate the person that you have become, right? You have to celebrate it. It don't matter what this monitoring spirit S word or Uncle S word, Uncle racist jack off saying. He's somewhere playing with his little pecker. He's somewhere jacking off sperming on himself. He a pervert and an invert. And his world is dying and crushing around him. And he confused and he perplexed about it. And instead of learning what's going on and becoming aware and becoming prepared, because situational awareness and situational preparedness is what's necessary for this time and day which we living in, he want to get online and troll me and monitor me and talk shit. and then go jack off somewhere. Sick ass. You have to discover the truth of the word. You have to discover the truth of yourself. Regardless of what anybody else saying to you. Regardless of the chitter chatter that you hear from the trolls, your evil, degenerate family and friends, or strangers. Because you got to look at from the station that they speaking from. Because most people, when they speak out to you like that, and when they lash out to you like that, they lashing out from a place of hurt and from a place of pain that they sitting in. So you just let them sit in their pain, and you let them hurt, as long as they don't put their gay ass hands on you, right? You will meet, and if you live like this and you keep this kind of mind frame, you'll meet only the people that you need to bring you and to move you forward into that dream, to propel you into the necessary movement that you need to be moved into. All the money, all the people, all the individuals that you entertain within your mind, you're going to meet them, even the good and the bad. Because it's sort of like Fantasia. You creating this shit as you go. Right? And as you create them, you can delete them. Your dream will always require the most uncommon faith from you. Your faith had to be so uncommon that you could be in the bleakest, direst situation and you still believe within your heart, mind, and soul, everything good. I'm good. Right? You have to believe like that. You have to have an uncommon, unshakable faith. Regardless of what's going on, your faith has to be unshakable. Right? In order to create, in order to manifest the dream of the onset of Genesis. Somebody asked me, do I really have faith, in the chat? The question is not, do I have faith? Do you have faith? Or do you believe in the grocery store you're going to in the morning? Or do you believe that ComEd gon' be on in the morning? And North Shore Gas is going to send gas to your pipelines in the morning? Do you believe in all of those creature comforts that you have? Is that what you believe in? Because if you believe in that, then your ass is in trouble. Don't worry about what I have faith in. You should worry about what you idolize and what you worshiping and what you having faith in. That's what you should worry about. Because what you having faith in and what you idolizing and what you worshiping, that material shit that you think I'm deprived of, you really deprived. And you depraved. In your mind and your body. I'm talking to you, man. Uncle S word. You just come and you run your mouth and you run your mouth and you run your mouth and you run your mouth. Wow. Chat full of your shit. Sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of y'all. The time is short for you type of people, man. Time is short. This short. And even while they burn down y'all own nation, y'all still want to run around and play games like y'all got forever. Like the time is not up for y'all. Like the time is not up for every dirty, racist, stinking, filthy, degenerate. Right? Your time is up, man. You got to understand that. Because the dream that the whole world has labored under and entertained under, it shall come to pass. You have 2 billion people calling for Christ. You have almost 6 billion people calling for Allah. What do you think is about to happen? Are you foolish? And you have the other atheists just want to run around and fuck and have fun. Commit sodomy. And you think this is going to continue like this? The world is at 100% dissatisfaction. The righteous are 100% dissatisfied with the unrighteous. And the unrighteous are 100% dissatisfied with the righteous. Bringing on the onset of Armageddon. The war of all wars. But y'all running around finger popping, freaking, fucking, sucking, giving in marriage, spinning on your head, doing tailspins and shit. Doing a bunch of inverted, filthy shit. Being degenerates. Right? Looking for somebody to put your filthy fluids on. Right? But the dream of my father and the dream of the chosen ones, it will manifest. Because it's an uncommon dream. And these chosen ones have an uncommon faith. They have an uncommon belief. They believe in the unseen Father. They believe that He is a living God, a living power, alive, holy. Amen. Hallelujah. Selah. They believe alive and holy. That's what the chosen ones believe in the Most High Power who resides within them. The Most High Power who resides in I. And that faith is going to make this dream that you and even the chosen ones, many of them think it's make-believe. It's going to be made to be believed. It's being made to be believed now. And if you listen to psychologists, and if you listen to the scientists, events that are taking place all across the globe are causing unprecedented Bible sales. Can't keep Bibles on the shelves now. Can't keep Holy Qurans on the shelves now. Because the people are afraid and stricken with terrible fear. With terrible fear. Because they know, they see. Listen, I don't know if y'all aware, but I'm outside. The last month, starting around the 15th or the 10th of December, something happened. When those planets aligned, Recently there was a galactic alignment. And when those planets align, some type of chemical reaction was caused in the air that let off a thick, toxic fume that appeared as a fog that came in the evening, but it stayed all the next day, then the next day, and the next day, and it was sticky. And it smelled like something was being burned and chemicals. And a lot of people had respiratory infections and went to the hospital. A lot of people died. That's not what they tell. They're not telling you that on mainstream news. You can't find this information. I'm outside. You can't find this information. But Google it. I bet I'm not the only one talking about it. Other people who are outside and see it too, they talking about it. All right? You better think about Moses. The order and the command has been given, set my people free. And y'all think it's a game. Trump, no, it's not a game. Donald Trump knows it's not a game. He knows that I'm not a joker. He knows my father sent me. I'm not going to take all day with y'all, man. I got the trollers coming in, the hecklers. We don't pay attention to homosexuals. We ignore them. We don't go back and forth with them. What type of man are they? Those type of men don't deserve an audience with God. They're abominations. Fantasy. These things, listen. So this faith, this uncommon faith will bring the make-believe into believable things and will bring the fantasy into reality. From fantasy to a place of reality. Fantasy is the use of the imagination, or to fantasize about things is to imagine about things. Most of y'all use your imagination for filthy things. You fantasize about having sex with children. You fantasize about having sex with dead people. You fantasize about having sex with animals, with your neighbor's wife, with your friend's wife, with your brother's wife, with your sister's husband, so on and so forth. And you materialize these evil, destructive things into your life. Right? Well, you can use the same power to create the dream, the unbelievable thing that you didn't think was believable. This holy Bible, this thing, this holy word, this holy heaven, this kingdom. God's will be done. His perfect order. His divine order. Fantasy is the use of the imagination. From the Greek fantasia, or appearance, to image or perception. Imagination, from fantasia to picture to oneself, or from phantos, Fantasia means to picture to oneself in ancient Greek. Or fantasia, an image of perception or imagination. And fantazestai, which means picture to oneself. Or from the phantos, which means visible. So you got to go for the dream. That's all I'm saying to you. You got to go for the dream. And even if your dream seem like to other people it might be crazy, like you might be off, like you might be in a destitute place, or even like you might be in a troubled place, or like you might be in trouble. Those are the adversaries of your dream. You got to recognize them. Because the dream that you have is going to have adversaries. Once the dream starts to appear to the adversaries, to your enemies, that it's possible, that it's real, that it can happen, they're going to attack you. Like they be attacking me. Satan don't want heaven on earth. Satan loves hell. He loves the kingdom that he's built. Your love for the Father's kingdom has to be greater than Satan's love for his wicked kingdom. So you got to practice every day, continually visualizing the kingdom of heaven. Visualize, you gotta put this visualization of this dream of the kingdom of heaven into visualization every day. And this visualization will cause heaven or heaven's materialization, like the word says, in a twinkling of an eye. Don't listen to anybody saying, here go heaven, there go heaven. Heaven will come in a twinkling of an eye. You'll blink your eyes and heaven will be. It's a change of mind state. So the passion for the dream of heaven, the passion for the righteous dream, it must increase so strong that it burns. It lights up a holy fire within you. And when people look at you, they look at you and your face shines with holy fire. Your body emanates, your aura emanates with holy fire. And the people see you by holy fire. You want the people to see you by holy fire. But the dream of heaven has to consume you and burn from deep within you for the people to see you by holy fire. Right? When you increase your passion for the dream that strong, that fire gonna burn outside of you without the encouragement of anyone else but my Father, the Most High Power, who lives within you, who lives within you and I. This dream will require a mentor. The dream of the kingdom of heaven requires a holy mentor. A holy one. To get you from being a degenerate into a generator. You need a mentor who is supernatural, who has supernatural powers for real and not for fake, not for play. Only this supernatural one, this holy one, can bring you to a level of discipline, mentally, spiritually, and physically, that no other one on earth can bring you. Believe it or let it alone. I said, believe it or let it alone. Because this is a true word from my Holy Father. I am the Son of God. Amen. Hallelujah. Selah.